Hello world, Shelly here, and today we're going to do a little shop vlog. What is today? Today I think, can I look at my watch without shaking you around too much? It is the 12th of October as I'm filming this, and that means we are 12 days out from the ribbon cutting ceremony for my soft open for the shop. So I am going to be located, or I am sitting right now in 115 East Rockingham Street in Elkton, Virginia. And on October 24th at 3 p.m., we will have the ribbon cutting ceremony with the town of Elkton. And so I'm going to be open that Friday from 3 to 7 p.m., that Saturday the 25th from 1 to 7 p.m., and then the following weekend is Halloween. So I'll be same hours Friday and Saturday. I'll do 3 to 7 on October 31st and 1 to 7 on November 1st, Saturday. Then I will be closed because I already had all my fall pop-up vendor events booked, and I don't want to lose all the fees I paid for all those. So then after that, you will find me the first weekend of November at the, the Augusta Expo Fall Craft Fair. Then I have a couple weekends off. I might open up here at the shop one of those weekends. And then from Black Friday to Christmas, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will be at Valley Mall in Harrisonburg, Virginia. And after the new year, I will set regular hours here for the shop. Probably going to be like a Friday, Saturday thing. Yeah, so that is the current plan. So the plan for today, I have to eat my Impossible Bagel from Mr. J's Bagels, my current obsession. And then I have to pack a couple of orders. But my main goal for today is I'm going to show you, the floors are done, which is so exciting. It looks so good. Show you the retail space, the floors are done, then I need to assemble furniture for the retail space. The shelves, the checkout counter, the console table that I got, I have to assemble everything, and I have to do that in the next, well, less than 12 days because it has to be ready in 12 days. So I have to get everything built, I have to arrange everything out there, I have to get all of my inventory out on shelves, which really isn't going to happen until after. So next weekend, if I get this posted in time, October, is it 18th and 19th? Is that next weekend? I will be doing a vendor event at the Elkton Fall Festival, and that one was awesome last year. Let me just confirm that that's the right dates. Yeah, 18th is Saturday, 19th is Sunday. Yes, it's a 2-day event. So that's in downtown Elkton. So I will be doing that. So I can't really stock the shelves until I finish that vendor event. And anyway, so that's the plan for today. So I'm going to have my lunch real quick, and then I'll be back. We'll pack some orders and put up some furniture, shall we? All right, let's pack some orders. So I've got an order from Priscilla and one from Kimberly, but I was just face tracking on. So see these bins here? That is all my inventory, basically, because I had a vendor event yesterday. So I pack everything up in these bins to take it with me to these pop-up events. I will still do some pop-up events when I have everything going here because I like being out there. I like meeting new people. I love doing events. I don't love hauling everything here, there, and everywhere. So I will do many fewer events, but I'll still do the big ones. So out of here now, since I have another one next weekend, I'm actually leaving my Jeep full with my tables and all that stuff. I'm just going to drive to work with it, and I'll keep my inventory, of course, inside because I climate control. Even though it's not too hot out anymore, I don't want to leave it out in variable temperatures, but all right, so what do I need? I need 3 telltale heart. Dun 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 dun. It might help if I remembered which kind of container I used. So, sourcing containers has become a giant pain with the whole uncertainty of the tariff situation. My typical body butter containers, these square ones that I love, I'm having trouble getting them. I've been able to find some round ones that are similar, same capacity at least. So Yeah, well, it's just, yeah, unfortunately, they're more expensive. So we're going to see if I survive any of this. Where's my telltale heart? Watch, it's probably in the one that's underneath here, and that is a bummer. Ah, found one. All right, we got one. There's one. So the others have to be nearby. There's two. There's three. This is one of my custom fragrance blends. So let me just take a tangent here. I just started recently doing custom blends of fragrances. Now, I'm kind of obsessed with fragrance. So, like, if you can see all of these here, that is a whole... Let me just flip the camera around. That is a whole vibe. And this is only... There's more fragrances up here. There's more fragrances down here. There's more fragrances over here. There's more fragrances here that I just purchased. Midwest Fragrance Company is where I get most of my fragrances. They are amazing. Oh, here's some more fragrances. Yeah, to say that I'm kind of obsessed right now is kind of obnoxious. It's a little bit out of control, but I'm having such a fun time blending and coming up with custom fragrances. And so I've had 2 events now since I've had some perfume rollers. I don't have them on the website yet because shipping flammables is a whole other thing. But I've gotten really good feedback at the first 2 events that I had, the few fragrances I've blended so far. And so I'm definitely going to be making more, which is good because I'm kind of obsessively hoarding fragrances right now. So yeah, that's a thing that is happening right now. So Telltale Heart is actually my first blend. It's got raspberry, black raspberry, pomegranate, and it's on a musk base, so it's got some like depth to it. And I love it. And so thank you, Kimberly. I hope you love it too. What was the other thing I needed to grab out of here? A lotion. Oh, and that is going to be in the ones down here on the bottom. So I'm going to set you right over here. And let me get the lotion out of here. Oh, this is heavy. Where am I going to put this? Oh my goodness. Ah. You know, it can sit on the sink, right? Like, that's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. So these lotions, going back to my issue of having trouble sourcing my typical containers, I could not get the same body lotion pumps that I prefer. And so the ones I prefer are these ones. And the ones I could get are these ones. And they may look similar, but they are slightly different capacities. There is about an ounce more in my preferred bottle than this one. So what I've done is I've labeled them all at the lower capacity. So 6.4 ounces in this one. This one's like 7.5. But so if you're one of the lucky, the first people, I'm getting rid of my older bottles first because I don't think I can get them anymore, at least for a while. So if you happen to order one before I run out of the bigger bottles, you're actually getting an ounce for free. So yeah, that's yeah. So Priscilla, you're getting an ounce for free. Yay! Yeah, this is my life. This is the joy of packaging. All right, let's go pack these. All right, let me show you around with the new floors. I've been waiting for this because I don't really have any space to build anything until these floors were done. So I'm at the front of the store. Let me turn you around now. And here are the floors. I went with well, I can actually show you because I have a little bit left over. The vinyl plank flooring. So it's from Lowe's Style Selections. vinyl 12 mil. This one, I'm trying to remember what the name of the color was, but I can't remember. I'll link it down below. I will try to remember to link it down below. I think it looks really nice. And I just went with, you know, the old industrial kind of, same kind of trim they had previously. It's sort of like that flexi stick-on trim, which even that was $200, which, you know, the thing with commercial, you know, I don't get to keep this floor. If I don't stay in this location, the floor stays here. Like, so I don't get to benefit from it unless I stay here. And, you know, we don't know yet how long this is going to last. We're hoping it's going to last forever. But, yeah. So I just did that kind. Plus, the other problem was that around this room, it was so uneven in terms of, like, some areas had 3.5 inches of trim. Some areas had 5.5 inches of trim. And so I had to get a 6-inch trim if I wanted to do it the same around the whole place, because it was just uneven and just, it hadn't been updated for a very long time. So I think it was actually original. And I think this building was maybe built in the 80s. Maybe even longer. I think it was the 80s. I checked the tax records. I think it was the 80s. But anyway, yeah, so that is what we did with the trim. I only did the floors in this retail area because the other, like the old linoleum doctor's office floors, are actually really good for my lab because they're easy to mop and clean up if I have any ingredient spills or anything like that. So yeah, so now I got to build some furniture. So let's do that. Let me take you back to where I've got everything stored just so you can see what we're dealing with here. So this is one of the back rooms. This will eventually be the room where I do my photography and, you know, curing soaps and storage for my vendor event stuff. So you can see I didn't need my tent this weekend, so my vendor tent is back here. But you see I'm full up. This is all the stuff I have to build. I've got a couple of shelves. I've got the checkout counter. I just have a whole bunch of furniture that needs to be built. I did build one of these shelves just to see what it looks like and see how long it took to put it together, to give myself an idea. I have one really cool shelf, not shelf, but like display table that I have to put together that I got off Facebook Marketplace for a steal. It's a very heavy, very, very heavy table. I hope I will be able to figure out how to put it together because all I have is a picture of what it looked like before it was taken apart. So hopefully I'll be able to figure that out. Shall I give you a tour of what the rest of the space is looking at? Not much has changed since the last you saw. This is my curing rack for my soaps. That's eventually going to go in the room we just came from. Temporary setup of my shrink wrap. That is BioLeffin, which is biodegradable shrink wrap. So any plastic wrap on my products is biodegradable. And this is going to be like my little kitchen / relaxation room. I've got my fridge, got some snacks. You know, that's a maintenance closet. That's my packing room where I was packing up my orders. And back into the retail space. All right, let's do some assembly. Nelly. So I started with what I thought was going to be the easiest to assemble. That was the console table. And this console table is going to be what I use for the foliage bar. That will be sort of a DIY thing where people can pick like a mini vase and then some fake succulents and, you know, do a little gifty sort of thing. And then what I thought would be the hardest to put together was actually not too hard. I did go rogue and then have to go back and follow the instructions because I just couldn't imagine that the way they said to do it was going to be the easiest way, but I guess it was. So here is the checkout station. There's some styrofoam on there that I'll have to brush off, but I think it turned out nice. It seems quite sturdy. It's heavier than I anticipated, which is good. You know, I would like it to last a little while anyway. Now I have to decide, do I have the energy to do more? I regret wearing a sweatshirt today. I'm sweating profusely, but how's this concealer look? Can you tell? Is it hanging in there? I've quit trying to save the rest of my makeup. I'm trying not to touch my concealer because I'm testing out the Maxine's Revenge concealer today. So hopefully it's hanging in there. I'm sure giving it a test, but what time is it? It's 3:18. I can't quit now. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, that was something. Yeah, all right. That's all I'm going to be able to handle today. I was already sore from setting up and tearing down my event this weekend, and my back and my hips are just killing me. So let's take a look at what I've accomplished so far. I have all three of these style shelves finished. I was originally going to put the foliage bar in that back corner, but I'm thinking now that I'm going to put it in front of this window. I do have a marble table that I was going to put there, but I think I'll put that someplace else. So this bench is going to eventually go in front of that door, which will be closed because that's just, you know, the HVAC maintenance room. So I've got those shelves. Now I have one more shelf that's not the same as this. It's a little wider. So that I think will go here. The checkout, I was originally planning to put it the other direction along this wall to kind of block that door so that people don't even try to go back there. But I'm thinking that might become a pain if I ever have to like bring stuff in the front door here that I want to bring back to the back. Although I do have an exit out the back that goes into that back corner room that I'll be using to load and unload all my vendor event stuff. So I guess I probably won't be bringing a lot of things straight through here, because that would give me more space on this wall for that longer shelf that I've got. Because if I put this here, then I don't think I can really put a shelf there. Or maybe I can? I don't know. I'm going to have to figure this out. Let's take a look at what's left for me to do. So that is a big square retail multi-level display that'll just kind of go in the center of the floor. That's a cool plant, a fake light up cherry blossom tree. This is that marble table That is just a temporary like folding shelf that I have. I use it for events sometimes, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that. That'll probably be just in the back. And to tell you the truth, I don't remember what this is. What is this? Does the box say bookshelf? Oh, this must be the longer bookshelf. Okay, that's the longer bookshelf. All right, so I have one shelf and one table left to put together, plus that thing. So that doesn't seem too crazy, right? I mean, I can do that in like a week and a half, right? Right? Please tell me I'm right. Holy cow. Yeah. Am I crazy? What am I doing? Like, whose idea was all this? Who thought that I could do all this? Sorry, I probably just hit the microphone. Who thought this is a good idea? Who thought I'm capable of this? Well, I'm doing it. So, yeah. These are the moments when you just got to have faith in yourself and believe that your gut is telling you the right things, and know in your soul that you can do hard things. And that's where I'm at right now. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out with me on this. Well, I'm filming it Sunday. I think you're going to see it Monday or Wednesday. And yeah, thanks for coming along for the ride. There's more to come. Always more to come. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over my new shop with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.